The music drifted softly through the air, the kind that seeps under your skin and makes the room feel far too intimate. I stood near the bar, my drink untouched, when my eyes found her, my wife. She was spinning in her CEO's arms as if the rest of the world had disappeared. Her head tipped back in laughter at something he murmured, while his hand lingered far too low on her back. And me? I might as well have been invisible. When I stepped closer and spoke her name, she glanced at me like I was an interruption instead of her husband. Then came the words that scorched themselves into my memory. I'll dance with whoever I please. You have two choices, sit quietly and watch, or walk away. So I walked away. She believed she'd won in that moment. She thought I was spineless. What she didn't understand was what leaving truly meant. We had been married for 8 years, years filled with compromises, small triumphs, and what I thought was an unbreakable partnership. I remembered mornings when she brewed coffee for both of us, smiling despite half-closed eyes. The way she'd grab my hand in crowded rooms, grounding herself in me. Those were the memories that made her betrayal cut like a blade. She once chose me, needed me, leaned on me, which meant she knew exactly how to wound me when she stopped. It hadn't begun with that dance. It began with her phone flipped face down on the table. With unexplained late nights. With a jacket carrying perfume that wasn't hers. I noticed all of it, but I didn't confront her. I waited. Patience, after all, slices deeper than rage. That night at the corporate party wasn't the start of her disloyalty, it was the confirmation. And the instant I stepped out of that ballroom, I stopped being the husband she thought she controlled. I became something else, her reckoning. First, silence. I acted as though nothing had changed. Smiles, dinners, casual conversations. Because silence lulls liars into comfort, and comfort makes them careless. While she relaxed, I moved. I copied her phone records from our shared account. The late-night number? His. I reviewed our credit card bills, hotel rooms, restaurants, quiet getaways she assumed I'd never notice. But I noticed everything. I brought in a private investigator, professional, discreet. Within 2 weeks, I had photographs, her and him, at hotels, in elevators, touching, embracing. But proof alone wasn't enough. Revenge requires timing. Precision. The kind of strike that can't be undone. So I opened another front, money. She had never paid much attention to our finances. I had. Quietly, I moved assets, shielded my share, and laid traps in the paperwork. If she tried to strip me of what was mine, she'd end up clutching smoke. I waited for the perfect stage, the company's annual gala, larger, grander, with investors, board members, and families all present. A night where every glance mattered. I arrived calm, my face unreadable. She seemed surprised I came, but not ashamed. That was her arrogance. Music filled the room, champagne flowed, and as expected, she drifted toward him again as if pulled by gravity, forgetting I was even there. That's when I made my move. The investigator's file, neatly bound, time-stamped, undeniable, had already been delivered to the company's board. Evidence not only of an affair, but a breach of conduct and the seed of scandal. While those documents circled behind closed doors, I stepped into the center of the dance floor as she reached for his hand. Conversations hushed. Eyes turned. Having fun? I asked, my voice steady, too calm. Her smile faltered. He shifted uneasily. I told you, she hissed under her breath. If you don't like it, leave. I leaned close so only she could hear. No. Tonight, you're the one leaving. The unraveling began instantly. Board members entered, faces tight, whispers spreading like fire. Her CEO tried to pull her aside, but there was no salvaging it. Too many eyes, too much proof. He was finished. So was she. Her phone buzzed. I saw her look down, confusion twisting to panic as emails and messages flooded in. The photographs, the reports, the undeniable truth. Then her gaze locked with mine. That was the instant she understood. I had known everything. I had orchestrated this. I was not the man she could dismiss with a flippant command to sit or leave. She chased me outside, trembling, desperate. You destroyed me, she spat, mascara streaking her face. No, I replied quietly. You destroyed yourself. I just made sure the world saw it. You'll regret this, she warned. I shook my head. No. You will. Every day, When the career is gone, when your reputation is ash, when you realize you threw away the only person who ever cared. Her expression collapsed, and for a fleeting second, pity tugged at me. Almost. But pity is wasted on betrayers. The divorce papers were already prepared. The assets protected. Her career extinguished in one night. His, too. And me? I walked away lighter than I had in years. No anger. No grief. Only clarity. Later, people asked if it had been worth it, all the planning, the patience, the cold precision. I think back to her words at that first party. I'll dance with whoever I want. Sit and watch, or leave. I chose a third option. I left her. But I made sure she never danced again.